That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Eugene. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in Autzen Stadium.
The Stallions will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Fires to the right. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Now the play fake. Fires it down the seam. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Bringing it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And they'll take over first.
What a play by the safety. Really good understanding. Like, listen, if I'm going to sit back and I'm going to play cover 2 and I'm a free safety, I'm free to go get that thing. But I got to see the route. I got to see the wide receiver breaking, understanding the quarterback's throwing the football. And as soon as that hand separates from the other hand, I'm breaking on it. Does a great job breaking on it and making the catch.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. I mean, you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
And the Stallions have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. The pass is incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield, and that shot the quarterback took might have been a little too much.
Roughing the passer. Defense.
That roughing call probably stems from frustration as this guy has cut them into pieces. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
This poor quarterback has been running for his life. He has never been able to get his feet set, stare downfield, and try and pick this defense apart because he's constantly throwing with pressure in his face.
The Stallions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A 3rd down and long situation coming up. They'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback upright.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Stallions will bring the punt team onto the field. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Moore will throw. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Using his legs, it's Hughes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you can tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the left.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Wants to fire on second down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He holds it in, and nobody's close. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Ducks! This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon is trigger men, not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
For the extra point.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Man, a gigantic collision of top 5 teams, and it is now a final. Texas looked like a program ready to take the next step after a big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Horns. Offense, defense, and special teams doing its part. Hook 'em. And they hooked a W in this one. Always interesting to see top 5 teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Off the play fake. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the 3rd downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
Under fire. Back open in the middle. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. The Stallions are moving quickly down the field.
41-yard line. And first down for the offense.
He'll keep it himself. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. To the air on 2nd down. Here's a heat. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And everybody in the stadium knew that was going to be a pass, right, guys? I mean, it's 3rd down. You're trailing by so many points right now, and the defense is just smelling blood in the water. They're like sharks out there right now, getting after the quarterback. They've been doing that all game, by the way, and that's a trend that looks like it's just simply going to continue.
Punt is on its way. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Moore to the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Benson. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Off play action. Grab near the marker. It's Moore. He'll work his way down to the 28. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Leaves it with the running back. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Got a man, it's Moore. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. So they'll send out the field goal unit. After making 1 field goal, he'll need a little distance on. This one a 40-yard try coming. And it's right down the boulevard. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the move.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive, guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds his tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Stallions will try to pin them back with the punt. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Fires to the middle. Pulls it in. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the 1st down. The Ducks, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. On the run, it's Whittington. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Brings up 2nd down.
That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. As we enter the 4th quarter,